Matt, you good?
For who?
Good? Okay, we'll have Coach open with an opening statement, then we'll get into questions.
Yeah, first off, you got to give Coach Stock and Middle Tennessee a lot of credit, man. They fought the entire game. We knew they're a good football team. You have two teams that was backs against the wall, and it was competitive now. And the way both teams played, I felt like was very competitive. Try to play a physical game and just trying to find a way to win. But I'm extremely proud of our guys. It's a total team win. I told those guys in the locker room, we're far from perfect. It was far from perfect. We have a lot of things that we can grow and work on, but what I'm most proud about is different guys, different sides of the ball had to step up tonight. I mean, special teams, there at the end, everybody knowing they had to get on these blocks, and Dion stepping in for DeAndre when he went down and having a huge return to get us in a situation where we could go for a field goal. You know, I thought kind of after the defense settled down there, somewhere in the second and the third quarter, they did a lot of good things on third downs, got off the field. Offensively, again, at times when we got the tempo going and when we got that first down and to get rolling, getting in the rhythm, we were much better. But you know, we all have a lot to be proud of, but at the same time, we understand how special every win is. They're hard to come by. Every win's challenging. You know, but also it also teaches you that make sure throughout every win you stay humble. Every week's a challenge, and so you just got to continue to focus in on doing your job, getting a week better, and making sure we can continue to stay together and have great chemistry within this team. So again, proud of the guys. So with that, I'll open it up.
Momentum seemed to be squarely in their favor after they came down and tied it. What did it say about your guys' the way you were able to, to gather yourselves and respond?
Well, going into it, I talked a lot about, the wins and losses. That doesn't define you. When you're going through a season to where there's been great challenges, there's been great adversity. To me, it's not so much about the results as much as it's about how you act within those results. What's your character within each play, each series, each drive, each quarter and half. And the things that you can control is your attitude, making sure that you're excited to get out there and make plays, and two, go let it hang out. The results are going to take care of themselves, but ultimately they don't define you. And so, I think our guys stayed in it. We're positive throughout the game. There were no finger pointings. I know some guys made some mistakes, and other guys picked them up, and we just kept continuing to try to find a way to win. And whenever there's time left on the clock, you got a chance. But it takes everyone, and that was the biggest play of the game, I would imagine, that kickoff return to give us a chance.
Yep, playing now, Torrey got hurt, Sagers. What did you see from the depth of your team and the resilience that they showed?
Probably the resilience, running the ball was hard sledding tonight. They got good front, and those safeties, man. First off, we're all praying for their safety. I know it was a heart injury, and praying for him and his family. And it's never good to see a great player like that, any player, go down. But they're physical, and they were pressuring a lot. They're doing a lot of blitzes that, it's challenging to run football. So it was good to see those guys trying to run physical, run hard. We had to have that depth, obviously, with DeAndre going down now, easily stepping in and finally got in a rhythm. I think he had, 19, 20 carries for over 100 yards. And so I was proud of him. Obviously, we got to take care of the football. That's something that's the cardinal sin right there. But other guys stepped up and were positive and found a way to make it up for him.
Mason and Darden obviously connected 13 times tonight. What did you see from them tonight, and what allowed them to kind of have the type of night?
Well, I think it's the way we prepared this week, and understanding and knowing that this was going to be a game to where we needed Darden to get in space and make plays for the way they played. So we tried some different packages, and just trying to find different ways to get in rhythm, get some easy ones. I say easy, none of them are easy, but just trying to get the ball in his hands. He's an explosive guy. But also you look at other guys stepped up as well. Mike Laws continued to be a playmaker for us. Jair's really stepped up. Some of those young guys, Deontay Simpson, Austin Ogamakin. I think Greg did some really good things. So, I mean, it's fun the way those guys have been working, understanding how they've had to step up, and we've needed them to. We need them to grow up fast. And they've worked extremely hard and making sure they understand what their job is. And they've gotten better every week. We just got to continue to grow on it.
Mason and Rico had a chemistry where Mason's talked about where sometimes he just trusts him to make a play. He'll throw it up there even if it doesn't look open. It looks like he's developed that with Darden now too. Do you see that?
Yeah, I think he's getting more comfortable as it goes. I mean, you go for years, you think that, I mean, you've thrown a lot of balls to Rico. You've thrown a lot of balls to Jalen Guyton. And all of a sudden, poof, you don't have those two guys. And, yeah, it's one thing to continue to do it in practice over the summer. But there's also something in live games when bullets are flying, being able to, understand. And it's not the trust. The trust is there. It's knowing their every move, where they're going to be, what they're going to do. And I think, the more they continue to make plays together, the better they'll get. And I think that's with everyone. But it's taken a lot of work. It hadn't been comfortable at all times. And we still have a long way to go, but I love their attitude.
You talked about playing on green a lot this year. You chose to receive the open kickoff. You went down and scored. What did you see from your team playing on green?
Yeah, I felt like they came out fast. I felt really good coming in the game. We've had a great week of preparation. Sometimes we worry. Again, I've talked a lot about this. When the season, we've had a tough schedule. We've had, again, a lot of adversity. And I think sometimes when that happens, the stress, your back's against the wall, you need this so bad. And then you start focusing so much on the results of a series, of a play. You can't live that way. You got to go out there and play free. If you're worried about making mistakes, or you're worried about not scoring on every single drive, or not having the perfect stop on every single series, it's challenging. And my challenge to them was that the results are going to take care of themselves one way or another. Don't cheat yourself. You can control yourself going out there and making sure you're the most excited to play every snap. You get the opportunity. Now, look, we're blessed. That's all I've ever wanted to do is play college football and be a head coach or be a football coach. I'm blessed. And that's why I told those guys, you're blessed. You're getting to live out your dream right now. This has been your dream since you were a child, to come and play college football. Don't cheat yourself with just the stress and the nerves and the all that goes into it, because truly it's more about the process. That's what's fun. And if you can just go out there and relax and make routine plays that you make every day, you're going to be fine. And again, even tonight, like I told them tonight after this win, that we're going to enjoy and have fun. This result's not going to define you either. It's going to matter what your character is tonight when you go out, tomorrow morning when you wake up, and through the meetings, what's our character in next week's process. So just trying to get focused more on just going out there and making routine plays.
Got some performance from fine. It looked like, that off shoulder was, bothering you and wrapped up pretty good. He came through for you in the clutch at the end of the game. He's just somebody you feel real good out there when you're in a spot like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, you know how I feel about Mason. I think he's extremely tough. His teammates feel the same way. He's going to continue to battle and sacrifice. There was times, I'm sure, he gets frustrated at times. We all do, because he wants to be perfect, which is why he's such a great competitor. And there's probably some throws that, or some different reads that he would have liked to take back. But at the same time, he just keeps fighting. He was clutch there at the end and made some big-time throws. That's who he is. He's going to continue to do those things for us. And but he's gutsy.
And defensively, both of Mason's interceptions were 3 and outs. else to keep you all going. Just what did you see from them and their performance?
Well, who, the defense? Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so rewarding. It's such a team win. You're not going to score on every drive. I mean, they got a great defense, and they got great players as well. Week in and week out, you're not going to be perfect. And if you try to play that way, it's tough sledding. So all three sides have to step up together. When one side's not in a rhythm, the other guys, that has to be even more important to keep it rolling. And I thought we played off each other better tonight. You know, again, we still have so much improvement and growth, and you know, young guys just getting these reps and getting better. We've had a lot of injuries, a bunch of guys that weren't in there again tonight. But that's different guys have to step up, and that's what we got to continue to develop these young men and keep developing our culture and keep finding just ways to win. Try to find a way to win.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.